Isn't that your son on top of the roof? The tooth fairy had COVID. He's peeing. And all I had was a magic cotton stopper. It's a tampon, isn't it? And then he threw up all over me. All right, it's Mother's Day tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas of all kinds out there. Parenting is a blessing, but it's also hard. We asked you guys to send in some of your most hilarious parenting fail stories so we can all share in joint relief that none of us are perfect. Even our kids. Happy Mother's Day, y'all. Okay, so one mom wrote, I was gossiping with another mom at a water park about negligent parents letting their kids run wild. She turned to me and said, isn't that your son on top of the roof? As I watched him jump off a third-story roof into the pool. I was humbled that day. That is hilarious, yes. And I am usually the person too that's like, why are people not watching their children? And mine don't generally misbehave. Mine misbehave at home. Not in public, they're angels. But at home, they save it. They save it for me. Marla said, it was pouring rain and my kids were going crazy inside, so to keep them entertained and quiet, I took them to the movies. Looking at the posters available that day, I chose a kids movie called Ted. Oh my God. It had a teddy bear on the poster and Mark Wahlberg. Fun for both kids and parents, I thought. Oh my gosh, it was not a kids movie. After the F-bomb was dropped 5 times in the first 3 minutes, I realized I had made a huge mistake. That's incredible. I hope they stayed. I hope they stayed. They probably didn't, but it would have been really great. That's so funny. Katie wrote in and said, when my kids were little, I forgot to play Tooth Fairy. My daughter came to me one morning and told me the Tooth Fairy didn't take her tooth. I had to think quickly and told her that the Tooth Fairy had COVID and would be back in 6 to 10 days. She bought it, and ironically, I got COVID the following week. That's karma. What parent hasn't forgotten the Tooth Fairy, especially with multiple children? I'm gonna be honest with you. I have forgotten multiple times, and I was like, oh my God, I don't think, we forgot to put it in the Tooth Fairy. We have a little Tooth Fairy thing, and he's got a little backpack, a little pirate fairy. We just forgot to do it right. That's why she couldn't find it, And then, the next morning it would happen. But yeah, it's totally happened to me multiple times. Well, Lisa wrote, I sent my son to school for ugly Christmas sweater day without really looking at the sweater I bought online properly. Oh, I see where this, big mistake, huge. Oh, I think I know where this is going. Is it gonna, he peed it. He's peeing. The elf of some sort, or Santa, is peeing Merry Christmas in yellow. Like, that's amazing. It's like, this is like my cousin Eddie's kids, like what they would wear in Christmas Vacation. That's amazing. That's not a mistake. That's well done. Well, Rita wrote, when my eldest son was about 10, he came running around a corner at home and I stopped him with, you're not allowed to run in the house. Turns out he was running to the bathroom to throw up and then he threw up all over me. I now allow running in specific situations. This is a smart lesson to learn, yes. Michelle wrote, when my twin sons were 5, I started teaching them how to put their dishes in the dishwasher to help mom. One day, they came back so proud and said, Mom, we put the dishes in the dishwasher and turned it on for you. When I remembered we were out of dishwasher tablets, I went to the kitchen and my jaw hit the floor. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, that's kind of amazing. That's amazing. I don't let my kids turn it on. They're only allowed to help fill it. We all learned a lot, or we all learned not to use dish soap in the dishwasher that day. That is a lesson. Okay, Lauren said, my daughter was potty training at home for months using a training kid's toilet lid. When we were at the shop, she needed to go potty, so I took her to the bathroom and sat her up on the normal seat, not thinking, and she fell straight into the water. She's now afraid of going potty even at home. So funny story. My manager right here, she actually didn't realize, because she didn't have kids, and she was like, I'm not having kids. And she just kind of sent my daughter and she fell in the toilet. And I was over like 2 or 3 years old. Oh, hilarious. I was like, but River didn't think anything of it. She was like, yeah, I'm in a bathtub. She didn't know. Bernadette said, my daughter had a nosebleed and all I had was a magic cotton stopper. I called it, it's a tampon, isn't it? She will learn what it really is one day and that will be a fun conversation about this moment. That's amazing. Was it a tampon? I'm sure it was a tampon. We've had to do this with kids. I think we had to do this one time with our kids, like, because there was nothing to stop it. It was, look, it can stop a flow.
It's real.
So it's real.
Do you have any hilarious parenting fail stories or things that you've done to your mom when you were growing up?
So a parenting fail for me personally was, parenting fail, but kind of funny. It wasn't a fail. I had planned, okay? My son, we were at a theme park. there was an extra set of clothes. He went through that as well. So I didn't know you were supposed to have like a backup to the backup. And so he was, I don't know, like 2, 3 years old. I can't even remember, like how it was around there. Well, then I had to put him in my daughter's. So he had on like my daughter's underwear and like nothing else, because there was nothing else to do. Just walking around in some princess panties. It was amazing. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Here's the thing. I literally was just having this conversation with a guest on the show. We're all failing at points, but you're not really failing if you're trying. So as long as you're trying and you're putting your best foot forward, I think that's cool. But like, don't worry. We're all not. They're gonna be in therapy for something. You know, let's help them out. Give them something. Leave your hilarious parenting fail stories below so we can all enjoy. Bye.
This house one, you're lovely.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Happy Mother's Day. There you go.